Hi everybody, I'm in this beautiful place called Minca in Colombia, surrounded by amazing mountains. I spent 1 month by the ocean, and coming here made me realize how much I love the calmness of the mountains. Maybe it's because I come from the country of mountains, maybe it's my personality, I don't know. I'm gonna stay here for 4 days and I have some plans to explore, but my plan number one was to visit a coffee plantation, and I'm finally here. I love this freaking plant so much. I'm actually hiking down to a little town where they have a museum. They're gonna explain how they turn this plant into a beautiful cup of coffee. Thumbnail! To get to this place, I took a moto taxi for 1.5 hours, and it was such a weird and interesting experience. I wanted to share it with you. So what happens is that you go to the drivers and you're like, I'm going to this place and how much would it be? And they obviously see me, they see I'm a tourist, and they bump up the price. They really want to rip me off. And in the beginning, you're like, you fight, you fight for your money, you negotiate. I'm really terrible at negotiating, but I know I have to, so I'm learning, I'm getting there. So in the beginning, we're like, no, I'm not gonna give you that much money, but it's so far away, the road is bad. So we're like kind of fighting. He's my enemy, okay? He doesn't have a helmet for me, there's no space for me to put my backpack in, and my backpack is heavy. So on the motor taxi you have to squeeze your legs to stay balanced, and usually they have some things that you have to hold on in the back. But because my bag was so heavy, like every time we stopped it was pulling me back. So in like 10 minutes I was like, man, I need to hug you. So like I'm hugging this guy, I'm squeezing my legs. We started talking, he shared his life, he moved from Venezuela, I told about my travels. And at the end of the trip, like when he dropped me off, we were the best friends, and it was such a like a beautiful and intimate experience with this strange man. The road is really terrible, so we were in this together, we were like bumping together, and he's taking me to these beautiful like mountains and all that, and you trust this absolute strange man, and not only trust, you fucking hug him. I don't know if I deliver the story as much as I want, and I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it was beautiful.
The coffee before had many other different presentations. Colombian coffee is called pergamino, this material.
Yes.
Yeah. Body, look there, we have these beans, that is coffee roasted, but it's fresh, right? And take and smell it. Take and smell it.
Okay. Wow, it smells amazing. Trying to figure out which coffee is good. So this one.
Okay, this one.
Open up.
This now open. You look at.
Yes.
This is the characteristic of one mature fruit.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes we get these problems: accidental green beans and coffee attacked by fungi, fruit fly, or beetles, insects. Yeah. Green fruit have a lot of iron, for example, and produce one flavor not really good.
How many people and how many days does it take to pick all these coffee beans?
3 months.
3 months?
40-50 workers in 3 months. Tanks full in water, and automatically these beans, coffee with beetles, fungi, insect, float in the water. The health workers don't do this complete classification in the field. I have these beans pressing. You looking? You're looking that we have still some. Sometimes selling the product is not efficient if we have one very expensive process. Yeah.
So guys, this is a banana, like a primitive banana, first version of banana, and he says it's used in the coffee plantations to keep the birds away from coffee, because birds are drawn to this more.
Yeah, prefer it. The flavor looks like a banana.
So the coffees that not good are kept there, and then they are fertilized here, and they use the fertilized soil to plant new trees.
Parties that don't have a smell, technically any smell.
Alright, I'm going back up to my hostel. I'm gonna eat, rest a little bit, and then hike to another place, a sunset place. The tour was really interesting. The process seems very demanding and very long. First they pick it manually, obviously, and people have to separate good beans from bad ones. Then they soak it in water for half a day. Then they dry it, and again, during this process, machines separate good beans from bad ones. He told me that bad beans are for Colombians and good beans are for export. He told me that ideally you want to sun dry them, but it's very humid here and it's a rainy season, so it's not happening. So they dry it in a machine, and then another machine separates big beans from smaller ones. And then they roast it, then they ground it, package it. I do love coffee, but I didn't know much about it. I basically have a sip, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But now I understand that coffee that has some skin in it, or if some part of it was eaten by a fungi, then it's a bad coffee. And the wholesome beans, big ones, healthy ones, are good coffee. And I guess roasting process also plays a big role in it. I like dark roast very much. I had like 5 cups of coffee today. There's free coffee in the hostel, and then they gave me 2 cups of free coffee there, so I feel dehydrated and hyped. Okay, let's continue this hike. Coming down was way easier than going up, but it's like an hour hike, so I'm not complaining. For exactly a month, I was living in a hostel volunteering there. I was living with 7 other people, and it was a lot of fun. I connected to them, and the place was beautiful. I'm gonna edit the video at some point, but it's also nice to just sit here in a beautiful nature and don't talk to anybody. I came here yesterday, and for the entire day I was just sitting alone, listening to music, reading a book, looking at these beautiful mountains. And today I was like, I'm gonna pick up my camera and now start making videos, because I haven't done that for a long time because life was so much fun. But yeah, I had the time of my life in Costeño Beach Hostel, but I appreciate this calmness very much. I think 2 main recommendations that I have for female solo travelers are not to hike alone and not to travel at night. But here I am hiking alone by myself in these mountains, but it feels very safe though, and I really hope these are not the famous last words. Oh my god. Okay, I'm very close, like 15 minutes probably, and I'm really sweating. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this hostel is. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Also, look at these giant bananas. So look at this beautiful place. It's white and lush. Amazing.
Open the door. 20 persons is walk for it is around.
So I ate, took a shower, rested a little bit, and now I'm thinking, should I go to that sunset spot or not? Because it's extremely cloudy and I don't think I'll be able to see any colors of the sky. Although yesterday it was amazingly beautiful. I do have a video of it. Here it is. Enjoy. Okay, so what do I do? Still not ready to socialize. Just like in my bed. I have to admit, I got very used to sleeping in dorms. It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me that I don't have any privacy, that I'm sleeping with strangers, that I have to share this space with a lot of people. It used to in the beginning, but now I'm like, I can sleep even if people come drunk and make noise. And I mean, I do wake up, but I can go back to sleep. I think it's also all about the mindset. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna happen. It's okay. I'm gonna keep on sleeping, keep resting, Last night I slept like 13 hours in a 8 people dorm, so that's an accomplishment, honestly. It really is. I think I'm falling asleep. The sunset is not happening today. Nope, actually I decided to go because sleeping instead of watching a beautiful sunset is not me. I would never choose that. I would never do that. I don't know why I almost gave up. I'm in a rush though because I left late. This calmness of the nature, beautiful wildlife, these lush mountains, it's making me so happy. I don't know what it's about, but it does the trick. Are they going to watch the sunset too? The line is very long, by the way. Look at this guy. The queen needs to sleep. Let's go, buddy. Come on. There we go. I got a guide. Hey, my guide is here waiting for me. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Can't believe I almost missed it. It was beautiful. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't feel great today. I don't know what it is. Food poisoning, dramatic change of altitude or whatever, but I have no energy whatsoever. I was gonna do a waterfall hike with the guys. I see them actually leaving right now, but the last minute I changed my mind. I don't have energy for that. I hate when this happens, you know? You're just like, I'm here in this beautiful nature and I can't do the things that I want to do. But it's okay. I'll rest up and maybe do a hike by myself later. Did I just throw up? Probably. Am I oversharing? Yes. I really hate this. On every single trip I get some kind of stupid health problem that ruins my plans. But what is there to do, right? Except for giving yourself some time and taking some medication, and throwing up really helped. So hopefully I'm better in a few hours. We're just gonna sit here, try to do a Spanish homework, although I really have a hard time concentrating. My day was completely ruined. I hoped that something would get better, but I think everything is getting worse and worse. I feel worse. I need to sleep and I don't know what's going on with me, and I really hope tomorrow I'm gonna be better. So yeah, I'm really questioning my life choices right now. Why am I here? What am I doing? Well, things did not go too well the next day. I was feeling the same way, but I learned something very interesting that morning and I wanted to share it with you. It's been a couple of years since I've been using this meditation app called Waking Up. I spend literally thousands of hours on this app listening to podcasts and guided meditations. Sam Harris, the creator of the platform, has a 16-minute meditation session called Working with Pain. So I decided to listen to this session that morning. He talks about many interesting aspects of the pain, but one particular issue touched me the most. He asks you to pay attention to how much of your distress is driven by the fear of the future. He suggests that maybe the anxiety that your pain will escalate in the future is what makes it all worse. And if you really pay attention to what you're experiencing right now in the present moment, it's not that unbearable. And honestly, right here in this beautiful hostel, I had a little epiphany. The next day, I was going to take a 7-hour bus, and I just felt very anxious about that journey. I was worried the next trip to Cartagena would also be ruined, that I would not spend time with the people I was going to meet there. I realized I was feeling an extended amount of pain. I was living in the future, which was making my pain even more hurtful in the present moment. Do I make any sense? I really hope I do. The next morning, I felt way better. I departed from Masaya Hostel super early in the morning. I was grateful for my health, for this place, and for life in general. I think there is no better time to appreciate your health than when you just recover from sickness. Don't you agree? Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.